This is the L2C. This is the L2C Media Network on YouTube. And this is. Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1, go home. This is the L2C Media Network and live from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk in the Tom O'Neill Studios. This is Steve Sporty Balls. And I'm your announcer, Harry Von Stuttgart. And as always, our balls are sponsored by or presented by the L2C Media Network. And now, with the stories, the scores, and the details from a relatively normal day in sports, put your hands together and do a dance, because he's back. He's here. Steve, the Baxman Bax. All right, how you doing, everybody? Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome, one and all, to my Sporty Balls. That's right. It's another edition of Steve's Sporty Balls. And we're in a relatively good mood tonight. Why relatively, you may ask? I don't know. But I feel good. I really do. Let me just adjust our friend here. Whoa. There we go. All right. There. Yes. We're in a good mood. We're in somewhat of a good bill of health tonight. And, folks, we got a lot for you sports-wise. Why are you so dented? There. Get you right there. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of our Sporty Balls. Steve the Baxman Baxley with you. How you doing, everybody? We got a lot for you tonight as we begin our Tuesday get-together. And as always, our Tuesday get-togethers are like everything else. We just like to have fun here on this broadcast. And so here we go again. Another fun day in paradise, in the paradise of sports. I know we were supposed to put up the promo board, but unfortunately, the promo board wasn't feeling so hot. So we're fixing the promo board. So let's go to our first part of our Sporty Balls, and that is our basketball scoreboard. We also, before we do that, one of our YouTube neighbors is having a birthday today, and this is a birthday month, folks. So let us do our tradition. It's Eris of Chaos. She goes by that name. Eris, if you're watching live, hi. I'm Lugnut6 from the chat rooms. I am in here. I am Steve the Baxman Baxley. And here we go. Let's sing the song. And we gotta do it right. So if you'll excuse me here. Gotta get into my pose. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Oh. It's not bad. Of course it's not bad. There it is. All right, man. Let's sing it here. One more time. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear heiress of chaos. Happy birthday. I said a happy birthday. A happy birthday to you. Take care of business, baby. Yes, there you go, Eris. Your birthday present from all of us here at Steve's Sporty Balls. Our tradition continues. The Elvis singing of Happy Birthday. Okay, that was fun. Now let's do what we normally do, which is, of course, a little sports. But as always, we have a sponsor, or a presenting sponsor, yes. So, friends, got to tell you that, as always, our scoreboard is presented by Caesars Sportsbook and Casino. We are all Caesars, but even Caesars know their limits. And if you don't know your limits or you think you got a little gambling problem, then why not call the good folks over at the National Problem Gambling Helpline? They care, they love, and they will do what they can to help you through this. They do care. The number is 1-800-522-4700, 1-800-522-4700. And with that said, and believe me, folks, they help a lot of people. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let us what? Let's proceed with our NBA, with our basketball segment. Let's go to the hardwood for our scoreboard for the NBA, the G League, and I think that's about it. Okay, so let's do it. Let's get to the scoreboard. And one game is still going on in progress in the third quarter, 2 minutes, 55 seconds left. It is Utah Jazz up on the LA Clippers by the resounding goal, or the resounding gore. No. Actually, the score is, thank you, 86. Utah Jazz 86, LA Clippers 68. Let's go now for some final scores. Thank you. Chicago Bulls laid into the Washington Wizards 107-94. The defending NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks took care of business against the Philadelphia 76ers by a deuce, 118-116. The Detroit Pistons, well, they lost a heartbreaker to the Brooklyn Nets, 130-123. And the Dallas Mavericks may have just ended the LA Lakers' chances to, well, get into the playoffs. They beat them 128-110. And we will have the playoff picture right now, as a matter of fact. Can we do that now? Yes, we can. We're done. We're almost done with the NBA. Let's give you a look at the playoff picture. Now, if the regular season were to end today, the Los Angeles Lakers would not even qualify for the play-in tournament. With their loss to the Mavericks tonight, the Lakers dropped to the West number 11 seed. Tied in the loss column with number 10, San Antonio, which owns the tiebreaker via the conference record. The Lakers have 7 games remaining, and they could have LeBron James and Anthony Davis back for Friday's matchup versus the number 9 team, or the number 9 Pelicans, who lead the Lakers by 1 in the loss column. Also on Tuesday, as we mentioned, the Bucks defeated the 76ers to move 1 game up in the loss column on Philadelphia and Boston. The Bucks are now the East number 2 seed, tied in the loss column with number 1 Miami, while Philly falls to number 3. And we're going to be keeping close tabs on the playoff race with updates right here on the Big Old Cafe. So get ready for it. So, man, the Lakers, what has happened to them? Oy. Injuries and egos, I guess you could say. Do we got time for the standings, or have we done kibbled the standings? Okay, let's just give you the okay, let's do it here. Okay, in the Eastern Conference, Miami at 48 and 28, they're still the top dog. The defending NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks are just a half game behind at 47 and 28. 1 game behind is the Boston Celtics at 47 and 29. 1.5 games behind Philadelphia in 4th place, 46 and 29. 4 games back are the Chicago Bulls in 5th place at 44 and 32. 4.5 back of Miami is the Toronto Raptors in 6th place. Hey, Dandelion, how you doing? Hey, Schnookums, just stopping by on my way to sleep. Have a good show. Will you have a good sleep and dream of many dreams? Either good or erotic. I have no idea, but have a nice sleep, Dandelion. Cleveland in 7th place. They are 5.5 back, 42 and 33. 8 games back, Brooklyn, New York, not Michigan. Brooklyn with 40 and 36. They're in 8th. Charlotte is 9 back in 9th place with 39-37. 9.5 back are the Atlanta Hawks at 38 and 37 in 10th. 14 games back are the New York Knicks in 11th with 34 and 42. 15.5. Let's see if I sleep at all. Weird noise still keeping me up at night. You have any strange neighbors? Yeah, New York Knicks in 11th place, 34-42. They're 14 games back of Miami. Yes, no, yeah, Miami. Okay, Washington in 12th place, 15.5 back, 32 and 43. Indiana in 13th, 23 games back at 25 and 51. Indiana has been eliminated. Detroit in 14th, they've been eliminated. They're 28 games back of Miami at 20 and 56, and Orlando has been eliminated. They are in 15th, also at 20 and 56. They are 28 games back as well. Let's go now to the West, where, oh boy, and I do mean the words, oh, I think it's the fans from the turkey farm a few doors down. Well, at least it's not cats. Phoenix, top dog, 61 and 14. They are in the top of the heap, number 1. 8.5 back are the Memphis Grizzlies in 2nd with 53 and 23. 13.5 back at 48 and 28 in 3rd are our Golden State Warriors. 14.5 back, Dallas Mavericks in 4th with 47 and 29. 16 games back, the Utah Jazz at 45 and 30, rest in 5th place. Denver's in 6th, 16.5 back, 45 and 31. 7th place, Minnesota at 43 and 33, they're 18.5 back. 25 back are the LA Clippers in 8th place with 36 and 39. 29 games back at 32 and 43, New Orleans Pelicans in 9th. In 10th place, San Antonio Spurs, 30 games back with 31 and 44. 11th place, the aforementioned LA Lakers, 31 and 44. They're also 30 games back. Portland's in 12th place, 34 back, 27 and 48 is their record. 34 and a half back, Sacramento Kings, 27 and 49. They're in 13th place. 14th place and already eliminated, the Oklahoma City Thunder, 22 and 53 with 39 games back. And the Houston Rockets dead last at 20 and 56, 41 and a half games back, which means, ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Rockets are the worst team in the National Basketball Association. Okay, we have no college stuff for you. We think. Oh, I think we'll see if the women played today, since the men didn't. So let's see if the ladies did today. If not, well, nope, no games played. So the college action, there is none. So we got to go to where the fun is. That's right. It's time to quickly go to the G League. That's right. Time to get today's scheduled events from the G League and give you the scores from those guys. And wow, what a... Okay, nope, there we go. Okay. Wow, what a big lineup we got for you. The Motor City Cruise defeated the Delaware Blue Coats 122 to 111. Westchester Knicks over the Cleveland Charge by a score of 116 to 100. College Park Skyhawks over Lakeland Magic 140 to 136. Raptors 905 beat the Grand Rapids Gold 111-103. Maine Celtics over the Greensboro Swarm 144-107. Long Island Nets over the Windy City Bulls 116 to 105. Birmingham Squadron over the Iowa Wolves 114 to 106. Memphis Hustle, do the Memphis Hustle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the Memphis Hustle. Anyway, Memphis Hustle beat Stockton Kings 123-115, and Santa Cruz Warriors beat the Salt Lake City Stars 118 to 115. Those are your scores from tonight in the G League. And before we tag along with some hockey, you know what time it is. That's right. Right about now, we got to get ourselves with what's coming up at midnight on the Rakeo Law channel. And folks, coming up in about 5 minutes on the Rakeo Law channel, of course, Nick Raketa, the humble Minnesota lawyer, hosts the show that is outrageous and informative and unpredictable. It's Lost Blading the Interwebs with Nick Raketa. Tonight, it's a whiskey review, the controversial Florida bill passed, taxes, and a whole lot of gunt. It's all coming up at midnight Eastern, 11 Central, with the humble Minnesota lawyer, Nick Raketa, on the Raketa Law channel, Lost Blading the Interwebs, in about 4 minutes at midnight Eastern time. And now that we've done that, we get you over to Dandelion's favorite subject. That is the NHL. So we go, as we say, from the hardwood to the hard synthetic ice. For it is time for the NHL tonight, featuring the scores and whatever else we can do. All right, in the second intermission, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks are beating the Dallas Stars 2-1. Now for some finals. All right, final score in overtime. Let's get that up there. Thank you. Final score in overtime. The defending two-time Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning defeated the Carolina Hurricane 4-3. Stamkos for Tampa Bay got a goal and 2 assists. Point assist. Jarvis for Carolina, 1 goal, 1 assist. There's your 3 stars. Florida Panthers beat Les Canadiens de Montreal 7-4. Lomberg for Florida, 2 goals, 1 assist. Bennett for Florida, 1 goal, 2 assists. And Huberdeau for Florida, 2 goals, 1 assist. New York Islanders took care of the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-3. Nelson for New York, 1 goal, 1 assist. Gavrikov for Columbus, 2 goals. Varlamov for the Islanders, 42 saves. New York Rangers beat the Pittsburgh Penguins handily by a score of 3-2. Creeder for the Rangers, 1 goal, 1 assist. Schneider for the Rangers, 1 goal. And Crosby, Sid the Kid for Pittsburgh, 1 goal. And we got more finals for you. Toronto Maple Leafs over the Boston Bruins, 6-4. Riley for Toronto, 1 goal, 1 assist. Marner for Toronto, 1 goal, 1 assist. And to keep everything in focus, Matthews for Toronto, 1 goal, 1 assist. Nashville Predators beat the let's try it again. The Nashville Predators beat the Ottawa Senators 4-1. McCarron for Nashville, 2 goals. Saros for Nashville, 36 saves. And Ekholm for Nashville, 3 assists. Minnesota Wild over the Philadelphia Flyers 4-1. Fleury for Minnesota, 32 saves. Gaudreau for Minnesota, 2 assists. And Fiala for Minnesota, 1 goal. And finally, Colorado Avalanche played the Flames like a fiddle and won 2-1. Nick Huskin for Colorado, 2 goals. Toffoli for Calgary, 1 goal. And Rantanen for Colorado, 1 assist. And there you got it, right there in the nutshell. Ba-bam. Okay, let's see if there was some college hockey played tonight. Tonight. I don't, nope, no games for the men. How about for ladies? I doubt severely, but we have to ask. And no games scheduled there, so I think that tells us that their season has ended and concluded. So we go from there to the minor league hockey shindig, and let's go to it. And of course, as always, we start off our alphabet with the letter A for the American Hockey League. That's right, kiddies. And let's go see what happened tonight in Das Big Mansion. All right, let's go to it. We only have a little bit here. Okay, in the second intermission, the Toronto Marlies lead the Abbotsford Canucks 4-1. Let's keep going. Chicago Wolves over the Cleveland Monsters 4-2. In overtime, the Manitoba Moose beat the Laval Rocket 4-3. Milwaukee Admirals over the Rockford Ice Hogs 5-3. All right, there you go. It's time now to go to the Big O, the Ontario Hockey League. Get your motor running with excuse me. There we go. 3 games to report on tonight. Hamilton beat Peterborough 6-2. Ottawa beat Oshawa 4-3. And Saginaw beat the Sioux 2-1 was final score. And there you go. There is that, folks. There is that. So we give you there we give you love of hockey, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget, I think their season's coming to a close. The Calder Cup is coming up. Okay, whoa, hello. Oi. All right, let's kick it off. The East Coast Hockey League, or is its pseudonymed initials ECHL? And let's bucker up with scores from the ECHL, see if any games really did come to us. By the way, happy Wednesday, everybody. And let's see, do we have any scores on Tuesday? Yes, we did. Only 2 games played on Tuesday. Jacksonville Icemen over the Norfolk Admirals 9-3, and the Trois Rivers Lions over the Maine Mariners 5-3. There you go. And I do not believe this, but that's it for our hockey segment. Oh, oh boy. Okay. There we go. Let's. All right. Okay, let's see if we had. Did we? Oh, yeah, we did. We only had 2 games, and we just did them, so we'll do them again. Jacksonville Icemen beat the Norfolk Admirals 9-3, and the Trois Rivers Lions defeated the Maine Mariners 5-3. Okay, so excuse me, let's go to Southern Professional Hockey League. Folks, here we go. Let's kick the scores up. And there were no games scheduled in the Spiel, the Southern Professional Hockey League, so they took the night off. Okay, let's wrap it up with the Fipple. And here we go, the Fipple, ladies and gentlemen, the Federal Prospects Hockey League. And we are about to give you some scoreage, but I have a feeling there were no games, and they'll be back Friday. Oh, I think there is one game. Whoa. Excusez-moi, mon amis. Excusez-moi. Okay. Okay, April 1st. We do have some games for you, 3 of them, as a matter of fact. So, with the exception of the AHL and OHL, all the rest of minor league baseball, not minor league baseball, but minor league hockey took the night off. So there you go, right there. It's 5 minutes for the hour of 12 midnight, or after the hour of 12 midnight. And right now, let's get you some headlines. And let's go to college basketball. Our headline right there, the NIT bracket. The matchup for this season's NIT title game on Thursday at the Madison Square Garden. All right. In New York is set after Texas A&M and Xavier advanced out of the semifinals on Tuesday, while continuing to put the disappointment of missing the NC2A tournament behind them. It'll be a 7 p.m. tip between the 2 squads as the Aggies aim for their first ever NIT crown, and the Musketeers vie for their first since 1958. Texas A&M crushed Washington State 72-56 in last night's late game, and will enter the championship game with a 27-12 record. as winners of 11 of its last 12 games. Now, the Aggies' strong finish, which included wins over Auburn and Arkansas in the SEC tournament, brought the program to the doorstep of the NCAA of the NC2A tournament, folks. But on Selection Sunday, they were left out of the 68-team field. Now, despite that crushing blow, which led Coach Buzz Williams to publicly question the tournament selection process, the Aggies have continued playing great basketball by defeating all four of their NIT opponents by double digits. Now, Xavier will be a stiff challenge, though, as the Musketeers have rebounded from losing 8 of their last 10 entering the tournament. The team's precipitous drop-off following an 11-1 start led to Travis Steele's firing and replacement of former Xavier and Arizona coach Seth Miller. But for the time being, it's interim coach Jonas Hayes calling the shots, and the Musketeers beat St. Bonaventure 84-77 in semifinals with Hayes at the helm. Now, success in the NIT does not always predict bigger things the following season, but it can. Last season's champion Memphis was in the NC2A tournament field this season and gave number 1 overall seed Gonzaga a run for its money in a close game on Saturday night. Baylor reached the Sweet 16 in 2013 after an NIT title in 2012. West Virginia did the same thing in 2007 after winning the NIT in 2006. And there you go. So, number 2, Xavier takes on Texas A&M, 7 p.m., March 31st on ESPN. All right, what's the next one? And in golf, it is a tradition unlike any other, where all sportscasters, including those like me who are rabid sports fans, must lower our voice in reverence and speak in the hushed words of Mr. Jim Nance as we bring you a pre-Masters preview. Hello, friends. The world has been on alert across the last few days as we await for Tiger Woods to announce whether he will play the 2022 Masters at Augusta National. After rumors swirled around across the last week, given Woods was seen practicing at his home course of Medalist in South Florida, he has now been spotted in Augusta, Georgia, after taking a flight to the site of the Masters. Now, reportedly, Woods is in town with his son Charlie and friend Justin Thomas, so says Sports Illustrated. He's playing Augusta National on Tuesday in an attempt to get some prep work ahead of the 86th edition of the tournament. Now, it was previously reported that Woods was joined by his caddy Joe LaCava at Medalist for some practice. However, when it was actually, so here we go. The 86th edition tournament, it was previously reported that Woods was joined. I've already mentioned that. And it was actually friend and confidant Rob McNamara who walked with Woods, a source told our friends over at CBS Sports. Of course, none of this means 5-time Masters champ has officially decided to play the tournament, but it sure has a lot of people talking for there not to also be a fire, especially from somebody who has those 5 green jackets and 23 appearances. Now, Woods hasn't played in an official tournament since the 2020 Masters held that November, which preceded another back surgery for him at the beginning of 2021, and his horrific car accident late February 2021. He said recently that his accident nearly resulted in the loss of his right leg. Now, Tiger has been adamant that he's being patient with his return to golf, despite playing in the PNC Championship with Charlie in December 2021. He's refused to commit to any specific timeline for a return to the PGA Tour. He has instead insisted that any schedule he plays in the future will be limited. When queried in February about whether he would be at the Masters by Jim Nantz of CBS, Woods would only confirm that he would be there on Tuesday for the Champions Din-Din. And while it now appears he might be there for much more than that, this potential re-entry is a break from what is expected from Woods. The 15-time major winner has always insisted that he only plays golf tournaments to win them. But he's also admitted that it took him months and months of building up before he was ready to win the 2019 Masters. He must know that he doesn't have a realistic chance to win this year's, which would insinuate that he's there for the festivity of it rather than to slip on a green jacket. That's to be celebrated, of course, because at a tournament with Tiger Woods in attendance, it's always better than one in which he's absent, but it's certainly different than what we've come to expect from Woods. Now, in 23 Masters appearances, Tiger has 5 victories and astounding 14 top 10 finishes. And we will talk more about this and the Masters throughout the week. All right. Ravens owner Steve Bisciotti put his name on a sentiment that many league executives reportedly feel as it relates to Deshaun Watson's record-setting contract with the Browns. Bisciotti, speaking from the annual league meeting on Tuesday, was openly critical of the Browns' decision to give Watson a 5-year, fully guaranteed $230 million contract. Scotty's comments follow CBS Sports NFL insider Jason LaConfora's report detailing the ripple effect of Watson's contract within NFL circles. LaConfora reported that the rest of the NFL is not happy with the president. The Browns may have set with the contract as it relates to the quarterback market movement forward. Specifically, Watson's deal may complicate matters for Biscotti's club when it comes to Lamar Jackson's contract situation. When asked about Jackson's contract, Biscotti reiterated that Jackson does not appear to be in a hurry to discuss a new deal. The former league MVP is currently set to make just over $23 million this season after Ravens picked up his 5th-year option last offseason. Now, while the transaction has undoubtedly created some ill will around the league, Cleveland general manager Andrew Berry and coach Kevin Stefanski stood by their decision while joining Watson in his first press conference as a member of the Browns organization last Friday. A majority of the questions during the pressure was okay. Let's keep going. And the Indianapolis Colts considered trading for a young franchise quarterback. Meanwhile, the NFL admits it missed calls late in the Bills-Chiefs thriller. And the Iowa Star is going. Keegan Murray has declared he's going to go to the NFL draft. So those are your headlines, details, and everything else. Right now. With me yawning, it is time, ladies and gentlemen. We got about 15 minutes remaining. So it is time, speak of the devil, to get you updated on some media. Let's see, do we have any media reports tonight? Well, we got one big media tap dance to talk about. At the NFL's ownership meetings in Florida, the members of the media got some welcome news on Tuesday. The league announced that locker rooms will be reopened to media members for the 2022 season after they were shut in both 2020 and 2021 due to pandemic restrictions. The media receiving more access to players is a positive development. Now, despite the vaccine, rollout in 2021, locker rooms remain closed to most of the media. Anyway, summing up, it's good to have. Anyway, let's. Wow. Hopefully, the NFL won't need to backpedal on this decision.
I don't know that one.
Thank you. But now let's talk about another big decision from the National Football League. Let's see. The New York-based Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network, otherwise known as YES, teams with SimpleBet for Pick and Play Live, a free prediction game integrated into app broadcast for the Nets and Yankees. So, congratulations. McDonald's All-American games will remain on ESPN through 2025. And ESPN has announced it is adding the opening day Braves and Reds game for April 7th. And the Spurs and Bally Sports San Antonio will feature an all-woman pregame show on March 30th. That's tonight, as a matter of fact. And there you go. That is our Media Watch segment for tonight. Let's take you now to London, and we get to our international segment, the International Sport of Sports. Okay, in World Cup qualifying, European division, Poland over Sweden 2-0, and Portugal over North Macedonia 2-0. Meanwhile, in international friendlies, Latvia over Azerbaijan 1-0, Croatia over Bulgaria 2-1. Faroe Islands over Liechtenstein 1-0. Albany and Georgia tied at 0. Belarus over Bahrain 1-0. Denmark over Serbia 3-0. Slovakia over Finland 2-0. Switzerland and Kosovo, along with Tanzania and the Sudan, tied at 1 apiece. Malta over Kuwait 2-0. Norway over there we go. Tanzania and Sudan tied at 1. Switzerland and Kosovo tied at 1. Malta beat Kuwait 2-0. Norway over Armenia 9-0. Qatar and Slovenia tied at 0. Israel, Romania tied at 2. So too were Austria and Scotland. Belgium beat Burkina Faso 3-0. Bosnia-Herzegovina upended Luxembourg 1-0. England over the Ivory Coast 3-0. Netherlands over tied Germany 1-1. Hungary over Northern Ireland 1-0. Republic of Ireland defeated Lithuania 1 to a very nice and cuddly polar bear. Okay, man, my eyeballs are seizing the moment to want to go to sleep. World Cup qualifying, South America, Brazil beat Bolivia 4-0. Uruguay beat Chile 2-0. Ecuador and Argentina tied at 1. Purdue over Paraguay 2-0. And for Colombia, they beat Venezuela 1-0. And that is that right there. So we are now down to our final segment, which just happens to be the segment of segments, and that is our worldwide sports scoreboard. So here we go, face to face and broom to broom. All right. After penalty kicks, Moldova and Kazakhstan stayed at a 1-1 tie. Cyprus took care of Estonia. I mean, nope. Oh, I think that was. Okay. Moldova and Kazakhstan tied at 1. Cyprus over Estonia 2-0. Now in the Euro League basketball, it was Maccabi Tel Aviv over Panathinaikos 95-83. Alba Berlin over Fenerbahce 66-57. And Olympia Milano over Bayern 84-77. More of the Euro Cup totals. Bursaspor over Ulm 86-72. Levallois over Morabak Andorra 83-74. Virtus Bolognese over Gran Canaria 70-68. Juventud Badalona over Slask Wroclaw 97-79. And we're just 10 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's Los Angeles Clippers now ahead of the Utah Jazz 110-109. In Spain, Barcelona beat Murcia 89-87, and Tenerife defeated Real Betis by another score that no one figures out. Okay, I think we got all that. Let's traverse and travail. In the 14th minute of the third period, Dallas Stars beating Anaheim Not So Mighty Ducks 3-2. Helsinki over Turku 4-3 in the Liga hockey playoffs in Finland. Kuku over Jokerit 3-2. Luka over Sepaware. There you go. Helsinki beat Turku in overtime 4-3. Kuku over Jokerit 3-2. And Luko over Tappara 2-1. And in the Swedish playoffs, Oskarshamn over Lysekans 4-2. Obro over Bryans. Stay with us, of course. And finally, in the Pond Professional Baseball League regular season just underway, Hiroshima Carp beat the Hanshin Tigers 3-2. Rakuten Golden Eagles over the York Buffaloes 1-2. Yomiuri Giants over the Akut Swallows 5-3. Yokohama Bay Stars over the Chinichi Dragons by a score. Anyway, there we go. Let's get back on track here. Oh boy. Okay, I want to make sure I got the date right. Nope. There we go. Alrighty. Here we go in the UEFA Nations League playout in League C. Kazakhstan and Moldova tied at 1. Cyprus beat Estonia 2-0. In EuroLeague basketball, Maccabi Tel Aviv 95, Panathinaikos 83, Alba Berlin 66, Fenerbahce by a score of Alba Berlin over Fenerbahce 66-57, Olympia Milano over Bayern 84-77, and Olympia Milano and Zenit Pittsburgh was canceled eruptedly. All right, let's get to it. In the Euro Cup, Bursaspor beat Ulm 86-72. Levallois Okay. Burrospore. Oh, I've already read those. Okay, thank you. Now in the NBA, in the 11th minute, the Utah Jazz lead the Los Angeles Clippers by 115. No, now it's by 2, 117 to 115. All right. Here we go. My apologies, folks. Hiroshima Carp over the Hanshin Tigers, 3-2. Rakuten Golden Eagles over the York Buffaloes, 2-1. Yomiuri Giants over the Cooked Swallows, 5-3. Yokohama Bay Stars over the Chinichi Dragons, 4-0. Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, 2-1. And the Cebu Lions beat the Nippon Ham Fighters, 4-0. In Major League Baseball preseason, here's the list. Houston Astros over the Washington Nationals, 3-1. Yankees over the Phillies, 14-2. Pirates over the Red Sox, 6-2. Tampa Bay Rays over the Minnesota Twins, 4-2. Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks, 3-2. Cleveland Guardians bitch slapped the taste out of Milwaukee Brewers' mouths with a 10-3 hosing. San Francisco defeated the San Diego Padres, huge, 11-6. Cincinnati went the normal route against the Texas Rangers and won 7-1. Los Angeles Angels beat Colorado Rockies 8-2. Seattle Mariners over the Kansas City Royals 11-4. New York Mets over Miami Marlins 1-2 over the Cuckoo's Nest. There we go. Let's see. Cincinnati Reds over Texas Rangers 7-1. Los Angeles Angels over the Colorado Rockies 8-2. Kansas City Royals over the Seattle Mariners 11-4. New York Mets 10. Miami Marlins nothing. Los Angeles Dodgers over the Oakland Athletics 6-4. Friends, there you go. And that is going to wrap it up for us. The few, the tired, the few, the tired, and my eyeballs are about to fall asleep. So, folks, we are going to say good night, and we want to remind you we'll be back tomorrow night, same time, same place, with a whole lot more. And until then, I am Steve the Backsman Baxley, reminding you to keep your balls sporty, keep them clean, and of course, keep them strong and keep them filled. Good night, everybody. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. For Harry Von Stuttgart and the whole whacked out crew, I'm Steve the Backsman Baxley, saying above all things, good night, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 11:35. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your morning. And yeah, have a great rest of your morning. Nick Ricada, he's 30 minutes into his show. Go over and enjoy it. We'll be back tomorrow at 11:35. So make it a date to be a part of the show. And join us, won't you? And we promise you will not be disappointed. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Wish you all a good night and on the West Coast, and a good morning here on the East Coast, Central Time Zones, Mountain and Pacific. Good night, everybody.